The Chessboard Mentality: How to Anticipate Moves in Office Politics, brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. Let's face it, office politics is a game, whether we like it or not. Some people play to win, others play to survive. But if you're smart, you'll play to dominate the board, quietly, strategically, and without anyone realizing you're 5 moves ahead of them. Welcome to the Chessboard Mentality. Think of your office as a chessboard. The pieces? Your colleagues, managers, and rivals. The goal? Position yourself so skillfully that you can anticipate every move, avoid traps, and set yourself up for checkmate success. Let's break it down. Know the board before making a move. Before you even think about advancing, study the terrain. Who's in charge? Who thinks they're in charge? Who's quietly influencing decisions without anyone noticing? Your office isn't just a building with desks. It's a battlefield of personalities, power plays, and hidden agendas. Create a mental map of the key players. Identify the king, the ultimate decision maker, the queen, the power behind the throne, and the pawns, those who move quickly but are often expendable. Don't forget the knights, the wild cards, and the rooks, steady, reliable allies. Understanding everyone's role is the first step to mastering the game. Don't underestimate the pawns. Today's underappreciated assistant could be tomorrow's department head. Treat everyone with respect, just don't confuse friendliness with naivety. Think 3 moves ahead. The key to winning in office politics is never reacting in the moment. Knee-jerk decisions are for amateurs. Professionals think ahead, calculating not just their next move, but the ripple effect it will create. For example, let's say you're considering calling out a coworker who stole your idea in a meeting. Instead of confronting them immediately, ask yourself, what will this achieve? Will I look petty? Will this person retaliate? Then, craft a response that strengthens your position without escalating tension. You might say something like, I love how you built on the idea I mentioned earlier. Let's collaborate to refine it further. Boom. Subtle, classy, and a power move in one. Anticipating outcomes is your secret weapon. With practice, you'll start seeing every situation not as it is, but as it could be. And trust me, that's where the magic happens. Master the power of observation. In chess, every move tells a story. The same goes for the office. People's behavior, body language, and even their email tone can reveal their next move, if you're paying attention. Notice how people interact with each other. Who dominates conversations? Who avoids eye contact? Who always positions themselves near the boss in meetings? These little details might seem insignificant, but they're breadcrumbs leading to a bigger picture. Be the quiet observer. While others are busy vying for attention, you're gathering intel. And when you do speak, your words will carry the weight of someone who knows what's really going on. Remember, the quietest person in the room often holds the most power. Play the long game with allies and opponents. No one wins the chessboard alone. You need allies, strategic ones. But here's the catch. Not everyone who smiles at you is on your side. Before aligning yourself with anyone, consider their motives. Are they genuinely supportive, or are they using you as a stepping stone? Cultivate alliances with people who complement your strengths and offset your weaknesses. And when it comes to opponents, don't waste energy on open confrontation. Instead, neutralize them with strategic charm. Complement their strengths, align with their goals, if it benefits you, and position yourself as someone they'd rather have on their side than against them. The ultimate flex? Turning an opponent into an ally. It's not just a chess move, it's a checkmate. Stay 2 steps ahead of saboteurs. Toxic workplaces are breeding grounds for saboteurs. Those delightful colleagues who spread gossip, steal credit, and undermine others at every turn. Dealing with them requires finesse. First, protect your vulnerabilities. Keep sensitive information to yourself, document your contributions, and maintain a professional demeanor at all times. Next, anticipate their moves. If you know a coworker has a habit of twisting words, be proactive. Send follow-up emails summarizing conversations to create a paper trail. Finally, use their own tactics against them, but with a dash of grace. For instance, if they're spreading rumors, subtly share your successes with key influencers to drown out their negativity. They'll waste energy trying to outmaneuver you, while you continue rising undeterred. The chessboard mentality isn't about scheming or backstabbing. It's about strategy. It's about understanding that every action or inaction has consequences and leveraging that knowledge to position yourself for success. Remember, leadership isn't just about being the best player. It's about controlling the game. And with the chessboard mentality, you'll do exactly that, while everyone else is still figuring out which piece they are. Timing is everything. Know when to strike. In chess, a rushed move is a bad move. The same rule applies to office politics. Timing is everything. If you go for the win too early, you risk exposing your strategy. But if you wait too long, someone else might swoop in and steal your thunder. Here's how to master timing. Be patient, but alert. Pay attention to key moments, like when a project is struggling, a colleague is losing credibility, or the boss is looking for a hero. These are your opportunities to step in and save the day. For example, let's say your team has a big presentation and your colleague is fumbling through their slides like a bad episode of a talent show. This is your moment to chime in with a solution or a fresh perspective. Keep it subtle, though. No one likes a show-off. Your goal is to appear poised, prepared, and indispensable. Timing your brilliance is what sets you apart as a leader. Control the narrative. The power of storytelling isn't reserved for TED Talks and book clubs. It's a critical tool in office politics. The person who controls the narrative often controls the game. Why? Because people don't just remember facts. They remember how those facts made them feel. Craft a narrative about your contributions and value. For instance, instead of saying, "I worked really hard on this report," try, "This report showcases the innovative approach we can take to solve bigger problems in the future." See the difference? The first statement is about effort. The second is about vision. And don't forget to subtly shape the stories others tell about you. Share successes strategically. Highlight moments where you went above and beyond. If you don't create your narrative, someone else will, and it might not be flattering. Use misdirection to keep competitors guessing. Misdirection isn't just for magicians. In the corporate world, it's a brilliant way to keep your competitors off balance while you make your moves. Here's how it works. Let's say you're gunning for a leadership role, but you know there's a rival who's equally ambitious and just as sharp. Instead of openly competing, focus their attention elsewhere. Compliment their recent work, support one of their ideas, or even recommend them for a smaller task. This does two things. It lowers their guard, and it keeps them busy while you quietly build your case for the bigger prize. Misdirection isn't about deceit. It's about strategy. When your rivals are too focused on the wrong moves, you'll be setting yourself up for a quiet victory. Build a reputation for calm power. Nothing screams leader like someone who stays calm under pressure. When chaos erupts, whether it's a botched deadline or an all-hands meeting that feels like a hostage situation, be the person who radiates calm, steady energy. This doesn't mean you won't feel stressed. That's what coffee and venting to your friends are for. But it does mean projecting a sense of control. Use phrases like, "Let's focus on the solution," or "What's our next step?" These statements position you as a problem solver, not a panic spreader. And don't underestimate the power of silence. In tense situations, many people feel the need to fill the air with words. Instead, take a pause, think carefully, and speak with purpose. When you talk, people will listen. Leverage the power of allies. The best chess players know the value of their pieces. In the workplace, your pieces are your allies. These aren't just friends. They're strategic relationships that help you advance while supporting your larger vision. Identify people who have influence, knowledge, or access to opportunities. Then, build genuine connections. This isn't about flattery or fake friendships. It's about creating mutually beneficial relationships. Help them shine when you can, and they'll likely return the favor. Diversify your allies. Don't just stick to your department or immediate circle. Expand your reach to include people in different teams, roles, and levels of seniority. A strong network is your secret weapon. Always keep an ace up your sleeve. Never show all your cards. While it's tempting to share your ideas, plans, and strategies with everyone, keeping a few aces up your sleeve can be a game changer. This isn't about being secretive, it's about being strategic. For instance, if you've got a groundbreaking idea for a project, don't reveal it all at once. Share just enough to spark interest and establish your value. But keep the full picture to yourself until the timing is right. This keeps you in control of the narrative and ensures no one else takes credit for your brilliance. The chessboard mentality is about thinking beyond the immediate. It's about playing the long game, staying calm under pressure, and making strategic moves that position you for success. Remember, this isn't just about surviving toxic work environments, it's about thriving in them. By mastering these advanced tactics, you'll not only anticipate every move, but also dictate the pace and direction of the game. So, take your position at the board, adjust your crown, and prepare to dominate. The office might be a battlefield, but with the right strategy, you'll always come out ahead. Checkmate. Anyone? Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.